There are literally millions upon millions of Mexican immigrants who, legal or not, work and live in communities across the United States. Often the men of one particular community will settle in one U.S. city, making self-contained communities within communities. The new documentary, The Sixth Section, profiles one such community in upstate New York, which created a Mexican hometown association where the workers pool their money for community redevelopment projects back in their native Mexican villages. Joining us in the studio is Sixth Section director and co-producer Alex Rivera. Alex, why don't you tell me about the title of your film? It's called The Sixth Section. Why?
The film is about a small town in southern Mexico, a pueblo, which has transnationalized itself. This town in southern Mexico has split itself in half in order to advance and find some kind of opportunity, leverage, or power in this world. This one town named Boquerón is divided into 5 sections, which are basically neighborhoods. There's so many people that have left the town and now live all together in the town of Newburgh, New York, that they call Newburgh the 6th section. Immigration is not a question of an individual coming to America anymore, nor of a family, but you get whole towns, whole cities that are reproducing themselves in these kind of twinned communities between some place in the third world and some place in the first.
These twinned communities exist almost in every state of the United States, and yet they're invisible.
In a sense, for me, what it's done is kind of destroyed or really changed my notion of what a place is, just what place means. Because when we sit here in New York, we feel like we're here. But when I'm in this town in upstate New York, I'm here physically, my body is here, but all these social relationships that I've established in southern Mexico are present there. The people who live in Newburgh actually do their grocery shopping in the town in southern Mexico. People who you meet in one side appear in the other and vice versa. And so the whole notion of even being in something like a place, meaning a identifiable sort of node in this reality, that's all twisted and kind of really challenged by these transnational communities, which are circuit communities. And they're communities that have realized that there's really not survival on either side of the border. To be a small pueblo in rural Mexico in the year 2003, there's really very, very few chances for survival, progress, dignity. If the whole town was to come to the United States and work in the sort of working class jobs that they occupy, there wouldn't be any power here either, because the wages are sub-minimum wage. By transnationalizing, by living in both sides but maintaining active, daily, back and forth contact, the town is able to kind of as a whole progress, find opportunity, leverage the dollar against the peso, and make something happen for themselves that wouldn't be possible if they were one place the way we think of that, or a town the way we think of that.
Let's talk about what this hometown association from Newburgh actually did. I mean, there are very real, concrete aspects to these hometown associations.
When you look at the chronology of what the group does, it's first the baseball stadium, it's second the ambulance, and it's third the well. A lot of people say, well, why would the first thing you do when you have access to some money by organizing, why would you build a baseball stadium first? To an American, we think, well, that's not necessary. You need a school, you need a well, you need these practical things. From the point of view of the person who grew up there, they know that the central problem is that they've been forgotten, that they're not heard, and that they have no power. So through building something like a baseball stadium, they're able to raise the image of the place and achieve power.
We've been speaking with Alex Rivera, director and co-producer of the documentary The Sixth Section. The film debuted nationally September 2nd on PBS and re-airs throughout Hispanic Heritage Month on local PBS stations.